Hi guys, so in this video we're going to talk about now some jumping front kick variations. So if you haven't seen the previous video on rear leg front kick, slide front kick, and the mechanics and components of each of those kicks, make sure you go back and give that video a look because this one will make a little bit more sense with that context already laid out. So we're going to talk about two kicks in this video. The first one is going to be the jump front kick, and the second one is going to be the pop front kick. Alright, so the same mechanics as far as chamber, lockout, foot shape, recoil, all of that applies to our jumping kicks. But now, of course, it's going to be a little bit more complicated because we're going to be executing these things in the air. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate it just sort of on my feet first without getting airborne, just to kind of slowly walk you through the kick. And then, of course, we'll do it in live speed the way it's supposed to be done. Okay, so for the jumping front kick, it's kind of like my slide front kick in the sense that it's going to be my lead leg that is my kicking leg. Alright, so to get a little bit oomph as I go airborne, I'm going to swing my rear leg up. Again, I'm not going to come airborne off the ground quite yet, but I'm going to swing it up so you can see if I was actually driving that knee, like I'm trying to hit the ceiling above me, it would help me propel myself upward. So I'm going to drive my rear leg up, and I'm going to do a little sort of switching step in the air as I bring what was previously my lead leg into my front kick. So I've driven my rear leg up, switch, and kick. All right, so just kind of a little mid-air switch. One more time slow, bring it up, propel myself up into the air, and then switch and kick. So let's see that kick now a little bit more live. I'm here, switch and kick, or I'm gonna switch my feet now, demonstrate on the other side, bring my rear leg, in this case my left leg up, switch and kick. Make sure you don't sacrifice your foot shape. So if I start hitting with my toes, it's going to be a bad day for me and not so much for my opponent. So that's the jump front kick. The next one is going to be a pop-up front kick. All right, so for pop-up, what I'm doing is I'm switching my feet mid-air. You saw that in the jumping front kick, what was my lead foot still ended up being my lead foot. With the pop-up front kick, it's more of a kick in place, and I'm going to end up cross-footed, all right, so in the opposite stance of where I started out. Okay, so the way I like to teach this kick is, again, first we're going to stay on the ground, just practice the mechanics, and then we're going to go airborne. So I'll face you squarely. What I'm going to do in midair, I'm going to switch my feet, and what was previously my rear leg is going to execute that kick. So one more time, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be kicking with my right leg, and I'm going to be switching my feet. Okay, so let's add the kick to it. So I'm here, I'm going to kind of squat down just a little bit to get some energy built up into my legs so I can actually propel myself into the air, into that kick. So I'm here, squat down, kick. One other thing for this, it's not just the kick that matters, but also what I'm doing with my non-kicking leg. So I tell the students, kick your own butt, all right? Kick your own butt with your non-kicking leg. It'll help you get a little bit more airborne. And at the very least, it makes the kick look sharper, as it at least gives the illusion of more hang time, and rather than if I kind of kick and have one leg awkwardly hanging out in the almost like ground level, basically. So one more time, I'm here, kick, or demonstrate from the other side, kick right there. You see I'm kicking my own butt. All right, so what'll help you with these kicks, not just practicing your basic wall kick fundamentals like we did in the video on just basic front kicks, but also practicing your jumps. So a couple of exercises that you can do to develop that explosive power and that trust that yes, the ground will still be there when I land, and yes, I will be able to land safely, are tuck jumps. All right, so with you by yourself or with a partner, I'm going to bring my hands maybe to about waist level, and I'm just going to practice. Maybe at first I'll go one at a time, and then once I feel more comfortable with that, I'll go two at a time. Over time, you can bring your own hands upward, and then over time, to get more advanced, I'm going to do a tuck and hug jump. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to it's like I'm hugging my own shins. One more time, hug my own shins. Okay, I don't want to jump too high because I have a ceiling right above me, but obviously practice this where it's safe, build up from there, and then of course once you feel comfortable with the jump, then you can add those kicks, and in time you'll look really, really cool doing so. All right, that's it for today. Jump front kick, pop up front kick.